and today regrettably marks the end of the 2-month-long search for the 3 young college students that disappeared during a party in the woods over the course of the festival break. We would like to take a moment to recognize those lost: Jason Marai, Louis Sawyer, and Derek Sanders. Much to the pain of their families, local law enforcement states they can no longer sustain the search after suffering encounters with an unknown wild animal that has resulted in sporadic officer casualties. What animal has caused such incidents is yet to be identified, but authorities claim the resulting injuries insinuate some kind of carnivore. Some have also claimed the creature has bright, sickly yellow eyes in the dark. Locals are advised to exercise caution in the woods going forward in the hunting season. And tonight at 11, we are going to... Come on! Seriously, man, open the door! It's me, Derek! Come on, man, I know you're home.
Finally! Man, I know you probably just got home, but God, you can be slow sometimes. Of course it's really me, you idiot. What kind of question is that? I finally find my way out of the woods, and your first question is to ask if I'm real like you're going crazy? Now come on, man. Don't feed me that superstition crap. Long as we've been best friends, you know I don't buy into that. Look, can you let me in? I'm starving, and you were the first place I could find. God, I'm exhausted. Do I want one of those deli subs you always get? Yeah, that's fine, man. Never thought I'd be so happy just to see a sandwich. Thanks, I am so hungry. I'm sorry, what? Oh, sorry, you asked me a question while I was eating. I didn't register, I just... Sorry, I was a little focused. What'd you ask? What even happened back at the party? I guess that's a fair question. You know, Jason, Lewis, and I, you know us. We never really got along with the whole big parties, loud people thing. But I guess each of us decided to defy being introverts for the night and try to have some fun. So we went out, ran into each other at the party, decided to ditch all the loud drunks after all, and go chill together in a quieter part of the woods. We walked for a little bit, and we stopped once we could barely hear the music and partying and just sat to enjoy the relative quiet. How'd we get lost? I'm getting there, man. That's where it gets weird. This, I don't know what to call it. This thing came out of the woods at us. We heard it prowling around, and I figured some wild animal would normally leave three full-grown adults alone, But when it came diving out of the tree line at us, I don't know if it was just some super emaciated bear, some misshapen and mangy wolf, or what the hell it was. I was never much of a nature guy, but that thing just looked entirely wrong. Well, we did what you'd expect when something comes diving out of the woods at you. We ran. We went scrambling into the woods, and while we were running, we got separated. I think I heard Jason scream at one point, but by the time I finally stopped running, the only thing around me were trees and this eerie dead silence in the forest. Well, I had no idea what to do. I shored myself up in an empty cave I found, and I tried to figure out how to get back, but like I said, I've never been much of an outdoors guy. I spent the first week barely eating, and when I finally did find something to eat, I ended up getting horribly sick. Kinda didn't have much motive to eat after that. I tried to limit myself since I didn't know what I was doing? What was it I ate? Well, it was a corpse. Some kind of animal had fallen off a nearby cliff. But I couldn't really cook it at the time, so yeah, I know it sounds disgusting. It kind of was, but didn't have a whole lot of choices? I guess I regret not having many survival skills or learning any, but I couldn't find the others despite trying and trying. I knew working together would increase our odds, but I just had to struggle and survive on my own. After a couple of weeks, I started wandering again. I hoped I could find a way to just wander my way out of the woods and back to town, or maybe find some end to all the suffering I was enduring at the time. I mean, just a bit ago, when I broke out of the tree line and saw your place, I nearly cried. I am so tired and hungry. Thanks for the sandwich, by the way. It helps. Even if it is what friends do. Thanks. My stomach still feels empty. Kinda hurts, but at least it's not driving me crazy at the moment. No, if I kept asking for more, I'd end up eating everything you had, and I'd wind up sick. Seriously, don't worry about it so much. Maybe I just need to rest a bit and take it easy. Maybe once I wake back up, my hunger will be in more control. Yeah, besides, I know you've been working all day. You always do. It'd be better if we both get some sleep. Alright. Sweet dreams. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah, got a pizza delivery. Alright, I got an extra large. Ah!
Oh, did I wake you up? It was just the pizza guy. He got the wrong house again. Came at the right time, though. I was so hungry. I could have eaten anything nearby. Why are you looking at me like that? Blood? Oh, don't worry. It's not mine. I was just so hungry. Why are you so scared? Don't look at me like that. I had to survive out there, and I had a couple friends up in the woods to help me. Oh, I guess I wasn't completely honest about all of that. I did find the others. Jason was already dead when I found out. Looks like he fell off a short cliff. And I didn't want to at first, but I was so hungry. It's That's what made me sick, but then I managed to hunt Lewis down. He screamed at first, but Lewis was always the type of a guy to help a bro out when he's starving. But you've always been my best friend, even more than they were. I'm just so hungry. You'll help me too, won't you?